guys, today I'm going to help you write your oil eating microbe lab. So what you need to do first is you need to go to your classroom website. I'm just going to use A12 today just to show you the standard version. In there I have posted your bioremediation OEM lab report, where to submit that lab report. Okay, you will submit it here when you are finished, but not until you are completely finished with writing it. It is going to be a Google Doc that you're going to submit for this assignment. Okay, use the attached template to begin writing your lab report on oil-eating microbes. You'll need to import photos for every day that you observe your microbes in their oceans. A-day students will observe on A days, and B-day students will observe on B days. You should be working on this document over the next few days, and then if you are an A-day student, it's due March 31st, 2017, and if you're a B-day student, it's due March 30th, 2017. So let's start by opening both of these documents. The first is the template. Go ahead and open that. Click back while that's loading and open the rubric. This template is going to be yours. Right now you can't type in it. So what you want to do is hit File, Make a Copy. Remove the word template and copy of, and change it to your class period. I'll put A12 in here just for an example, and then put your last name, Oil Eating Microbes Lab Report, it should say now. Okay, hit OK. And now you'll have your own copy. Just to avoid confusion, I'm going to close out the rubric that I had open before. So now I just have these two things open. So you'll want to change everything that is red, essentially. So you'll put your name here. It says maybe add a cute picture or a GIF here. You don't have to add a picture, but it's kind of fun to do. So you're going to want to change all of this stuff to suit you. And please change it back from red. The red is just to alert you that you have to do something here. Okay? Create an appropriate title, put your lab partners' names in here. Again, also changing the color to be not red anymore. Okay, so to do that, you just hit text color and change it to black, and you would put, something to the effect of, do oil-eating microbes prefer higher salinity to lower salinity? Or whatever your independent variable is. It should be the effect, another title could be the effect of your independent variable on your dependent variable. Again, changing it to black. Then you're going to go through this entire thing and read what the purpose is and change it to fill it in. You don't have to change the title purpose, just what the red stuff is. So in your intro, explain why you perform the lab, define your purpose of doing the lab, and explain your problem statement and provide background info. If this still isn't clear, open that rubric, click over there, and look how I'm going to grade your purpose. You explain your purpose, you have a problem statement, you have your OEM, what the OEM stands for, and then 2 facts from your web quest are in there, because you really want to explain your purpose to someone like Uncle Carl who doesn't know anything about OEMs. You want it to be well versed, and so that anybody who is reading this lab would know what you were doing and why. Okay. You also wanted to note in the rubric, you get a point for your name, your date, your class period, and your title with your lab partners. I didn't mention that earlier. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. Your procedure is how you're going to test them. So this is your hypothesis, IV, DV, constants, control, and your setup. Going back to the rubric, all of those things are worth points. This entire section is worth 17 points total. So make sure you do all of these things in this blue section here. The next part of your lab will be data collection. All your photographs and written data go in here. You should label each figure or picture as figure 1, day 1 of trials. You don't have to take a photo of your specific notebook. This is just an example from a student in the past who did it this way. You don't have to do it this way. You would set your own pictures here. Delete mine. Okay, delete the ones that you see here and add your own. Okay, delete all these pictures. They're just to show you what it looks like. You are going to put in your own figures, your own photos, and your own little captions underneath, like you see a caption in a book. Going back to the rubric, you want to make sure you do all these things. The setup is detailed, day 2 is detailed, day 3, dated photograph, and observations, day 4, and the final day, day 5. next section is your conclusions. I'm just going to delete these pictures as I go, and then you'll head down to the conclusion section. Here is where your add data tables. If you didn't make a data table, before, you can make one here, and you need to have like a summary paragraph summarizing the data. According to our data, the oil-eating microbes or oil-eating bacteria broke down, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Again, check the rubric. Make sure you're doing all this stuff. Here I wrote that in electronic data table, you can get full points if you already did all the data. For example, one of my former students did something like this. She put down the day, her observations, and her picture. So this counted as her data collection and conclusion section. They were all both the same, and that's fine to do. So she took single pictures of her microbes, and then as I scroll down, I'm like, oh, this is the other trial where she did this much oil. Okay, so she's got 12.5 milliliters of oil, and this one she's got 10 milliliters of oil, and in this example she's using 7.5 milliliters of oil. So her independent variable is amount of oil. Okay, you can see all of this data from her. You're welcome to do it that way if you want. Then you don't have to kind of do it twice. But do make sure you use this conclusion section. That's worth a big whopper of 15 points. Make sure you're making those summative paragraphs. Okay. The last section is your reflection. And in your reflection, in your reflection, you're talking about 2 errors that may have happened. Okay, because no experiment's perfect. Talk about your data. Tell me what was going on. Were they effective, the oil-eating microbes? Explain if your hypothesis was right or wrong, and explain what it means about oil-eating microbes. Again, back in the rubric, make sure you're getting all 16 of these points for doing all of these things. If you still have trouble, please come and see me. But this, once you edit it and remove all the red and add your own pictures, is what you'll be submitting. If for some reason you wanted to add a cute GIF, I'll show you how to do that real quick. Otherwise, you can stop the video now. But if you wanted to add a GIF, it's kind of a fun thing to do. What you need to do is find a GIF first. So open a new tab in Google. You can write, oil GIF. Hit enter. Go to images. Maybe we don't want one of those. Maybe we want a oil eating GIF. Oh, oil eating bacteria GIF. There we go. I like that. Do they even have these? I don't know. Click on them and see if they move. That one doesn't move. Oh, very nice. What did I do the other day in class? Oh, I did a bacteria GIF. That's what I did. And these ones were super cute. Look at how cute they are. Okay, so here's what you want to do. You want to right click and hit copy image address. Because if you just get the picture, you're going to get a still picture. So hit copy image address. Go to your document, and then you can right click. Nah, you can't. Hit insert image, and then put by URL, and right click or hit Control V to paste it in there. And then you hit select. It might take a second. Don't be impatient. And oh my God, it's humongous. So I'm going to shrink it down like this by clicking on it and then pulling the corner. Okay. Now you can hit wrap text, and that means that your words will go around it, and wherever you put it, the words will move around your picture. So cute. Okay. You don't have to add a GIF. It just kind of really makes your lab report pop. It's just an idea. No big deal. You won't lose points if you don't put it. It's just that it makes my day a little happier, and you love making your teachers happy because then they're happier when they grade your report. Okay. When you are completely done, then you will go back to class and submit it in classroom. If there's any questions, please come see me. Love ya.